Hallo und moin! Ich bin Dani, deine Deutschlehrerin. Language teachers often expect you to know all the grammatical terms. In this video, I will explain the terms you need to know for the A1 level. So very important is a noun. In German we say Nomen or Substantiv. And this is a word for a person or a place or a thing or a feeling. In German it's also very important that the noun has to be capitalized. So it always starts with a capital letter. So it's der Hund, die Katze, das Kaninchen. A noun can be a subject or an object. If it's a subject, it's the thing or person that is doing something. For example, der Mann streichelt den Hund. So der Mann is the subject because he's doing something to the dog, because der Hund is also a noun, but it's the object. It's the thing that is receiving something. So you see the subject is in the beginning of the sentence, then we have the verb, and then we have the noun as an object. And in German all the nouns have a gender. Der is masculine, die is feminine, and das is neuter. For example, der Mann, that's the masculine gender, die Frau, that's the feminine gender, das Kind, that's the neuter gender. And you have to learn the gender of every noun. And talking about the articles, we have definite articles, der, die, das. It's like in English, the. So if you're talking about the house, then you're talking about a certain house. But we also have the indefinite article. In English it's a. So if you say a house, it could be any house. And in German we have also the indefinite article, and then it's ein, eine, or einen, eines, einem. But you will learn that later. But you need to understand that we have different kinds of different kinds of indefinite articles. But it also depends on the gender. So in the nominative, and that's the one you use if you're using the noun as a subject, then you would say ein Mann, eine Frau, ein Kaninchen. So here you have the same for the masculine and the neuter article. But the feminine article, we choose another one. And then all the other ones you need for the other cases. So the 4 cases, die 4 Fälle, show the role of a noun in the sentence. Just a little example. Der Mann schläft, so he's the subject. Or ich sehe den Mann. So then I am the subject and the man is the object, and in this case he is an accusative object. So you say den Mann. Ich gratuliere dem Mann. In this case it is a dative object, the man. So you have to change it, but you will learn that later. Now in this lesson the terms are just important that you understand if I'm talking about the cases, that it could be nominative, genitive, dative or accusative. But instead of a noun you can also have a personal pronoun as a subject. If you say ich lese ein Buch, I am reading a book, and then you would have to conjugate the verb differently. So you would say ich lese ein Buch. So the verb shows the action or what someone is doing. Verb in German. Der Mann liest ein Buch. Lesen is in this case the verb. And we have to conjugate it. And conjugation is changing a verb to match the subject. You also have that in English because you say I am, but you say you are. There you're also conjugating the verb to be. If the subject is in the 3rd person singular, then you would say liest. Der Mann liest ein Buch. Another very important term is Präpositionen, prepositions. So this could be like on, under, next to, and so on. So a preposition is a word that shows a relation. It can also give you hints about the time. 13 Uhr, at 1 p.m. The term word order, Wortstellung, or syntax is about the order of the words in a sentence. So that's not so hard to understand, I think. But I will talk a lot about word order because in German it's sometimes different from the English word order. Tenses, this is Zeitformen in German, is not that important yet because in the A1 level you just learn one tense and this is the present tense. so this will be more important in the A2 level. And the present tense in German is Präsens. Then we have negation. In German we say Verneinung. So if you want to say that something is not there or not happening, then you need the negation. I don't want to. Ich möchte nicht. I have no brother. Ich habe keinen Bruder. And in my A1 lessons you will also learn the imperative mood if you give instructions, orders, warning or advice. So here the verb comes first in the sentence and you have an exclamation mark at the end. And I also taught you about modal verbs, modale Hilfsverben in German. So these are verbs that help you to change the meaning of another verb, like können, wollen, müssen, dürfen, sollen. So if you know these terms, I think it will be much easier for you to follow the lesson and to understand what I'm talking about or what other teachers are talking about. Also, bis zum nächsten Kurs. Tschüss!